At exactly 2:13 a.m., a 911 operator in Austin, Texas, answered what seemed like a silent call. There was no screaming, no chaos, no clear emergency, just breathing, soft, uneven, afraid. Then a whisper, one single word, basement, and the line went dead. 6 minutes later, officers arrived at the address tied to that call. What they discovered inside that quiet suburban home would become known as the 911 Whisper Case. The house belonged to 31-year-old Rachel Morgan. She was a freelance interior designer, independent, organized, careful. Friends described her as strong but private. She had recently ended a long-term relationship. Nothing dramatic, just growing apart, she told friends. On the night of April 22nd, Rachel ordered takeout around 8:45 p.m. Security footage showed the delivery driver leaving at 9:02 p.m. After that, no visitors were recorded entering the home. At 11:37 p.m., she texted her sister, heading to bed, long day tomorrow. Everything seemed normal until 2:13 a.m. The 911 dispatcher replayed the audio several times. No background voices, no sounds of forced entry, just the faint sound of movement and that whisper, basement. Officers knocked repeatedly when they arrived. No response. They forced entry. The house looked untouched. Living room neat, kitchen clean, bedroom undisturbed, but something felt off. The basement door at the end of the hallway was slightly open. Two officers descended slowly, flashlights scanning the darkness. Halfway down the stairs, they saw her phone, face down, screen cracked. At the bottom of the staircase, Rachel lay unconscious. Severe trauma to the back of her head. She was breathing, barely. Paramedics rushed her to the hospital, but she passed away early that morning. The case was immediately ruled suspicious. Investigators found no broken locks, no shattered windows, no signs of robbery, valuables untouched, which meant one thing. Rachel likely knew whoever was inside that house. Detectives pulled security footage from surrounding homes. At 1:54 a.m., a dark sedan was seen slowly driving past Rachel's home. At 2:05 a.m., the same car parked 2 houses down. At 2:18 a.m., 3 minutes after the 911 call, the vehicle sped away. Phone records revealed something critical. Rachel had received 4 missed calls that night, all from one person, her ex-boyfriend, Daniel Hayes. Daniel told police he was home asleep, but cell tower data placed his phone near Rachel's neighborhood at 2 a.m. When confronted, he admitted he just wanted to talk. He claimed Rachel let him inside. They argued she told him to leave. He said she slipped while walking down the basement stairs, an accident. But forensic evidence suggested otherwise. Impact patterns indicated a push. During the trial, prosecutors focused on one chilling detail, the 911 call. Rachel had suffered a fatal injury, yet somehow she managed to grab her phone, dial 911, and whisper, basement. Prosecutors argued she was identifying where she had been pushed. Her final act was leaving a clue. Daniel Hayes was convicted of second-degree murder, sentenced to 25 years in prison. But one question still lingers. If Rachel hadn't managed to whisper that one word, would police have searched the basement immediately? Would Daniel have had time to stage the scene? Sometimes justice depends on seconds, and sometimes one whisper is enough to solve a crime.